technology, and they are doing their best in terms of engineering and medical courses. To talk of art courses, I think they are also the best. But one thing that I've learned about Ghana education is after schooling, getting the certificate, we don't get a job. We have structured the education system in terms of only gaining the certificate for nothing. If you complete university or any tertiary institution, your certificate must be your tool to get a job, nothing more else. But when you consider countries like Japan and Korea, those industrialized countries, they started with practical ideas, inventions. That is what we are supposed to do as a country. The theories cannot help us because we have theories in books that we are still reading. They are still valid in our education system. They are past theories. They are no more in use. That is what is affecting the Ghana education in a bad way. Positively, we should be able to empower the technical schools, the technical universities. I don't think we have a technical university in Ghana. We have generalized everything, putting it to one like technology university. But if we are competent in doing something in terms of education, then we must be able to also create jobs. It's also part of education, not only acquiring the certificate. The books are there for us to read, to guide us, to build our mind and our focus on what we want to do with respect to our talent and our natural gift. Not to force ourselves to chew theories into memory whilst it's not helping us. This is a side effect of chew and pour system of education. We must learn to be able to create new ideas, put some kind of invention education structures. We must be able to build some kind of institutions or add some kind of positive values that will help us move ahead. You might have something like talent that was given to you by God. It's natural. You can write theory about it, but that is not all. When you read Archimedes' principles and Newton's laws, Ohm's laws in physics, when you read Newman's laws and many other laws in telecommunications and others, you can see and you know yourself that these are things that people invented. They did it themselves and they brought it to book. They have the theory part and the practical part. Ghana, we have only taken the theory part, but we are not focusing on the practical aspect. We are not utilizing it. We are not applying them practically. If we apply them, we must be the same as those people, the advanced countries who has gained something from those theory applications. So what I'm saying is Ghana education must be restructured. We must have a craft or museum in various institutions, because there are people who are talented. They can do something with their hand. They can be helped. They can be developed. They can be sponsored from the junior level to the senior level. In cause of that, you'll be getting great men and women ideologists. We will get people who are intelligent in terms of utilizing talent and practical ideas. We can't fold our arms and always be concentrating on colloquial theories. We must update our education system to fit the technological world. We are in a technological era, and we must be able to do something to merge it so that we will not be left behind. If we always invite lecturers from abroad to come and teach us, or to come and teach us new ideas that is coming or that is new in the system, it's not bad, it's fine. But we must also think that what they come to teach us will be applied in a positive manner. There are many people who studied on scholarship in abroad. The government sponsored part of their payment, others full payment. After acquiring the knowledge, they stay abroad, use that knowledge or that skills they obtained from school or university to support that country government. And also it's also having side effect against our country. Ghana is very, very, very good country. It's a very good country in terms of education. We have intelligent people studying in abroad. We have good people living in abroad using their knowledge to support the foreign government in overseas, whilst they can use it to help our country. And I don't blame them. Some of them, they had a scholarship. The government of Ghana did not finish paying their school fees. They will move to sell along the street or work a little bit or do something in a touch of their studies before they can be able to pay for certain bills. So psychologically they will think that it's not good for them to bring that knowledge back to support the country of Ghana. That is what is happening to our education system. We must be focused. We must think, we must plan. We must structure the education system very well so that each and everyone in the country will know that this is the course that I'm going to do. Each student will know that this is my field, this is my talent. I'm studying this course to the PhD level. I want to invent this out of this course of my study. We shouldn't mix them. We must be able to categorize them perfectly. We shouldn't be mixing the courses and showing some kind of theories to people because we want to sell handouts to get money. Technical schools majority part in country development. A country like Japan, they developed from the basis of technical education system, using your hand in attached to your brain to do something. That is what we call development. Development in education, not knowing how to calculate only. If you know how to calculate mathematics very well, you know that you are good in math, but what are you going to apply the math at the end of your education? You might not choose engineering field, that some kind of calculations are going to be relevant, but you still learn them at school. It may be part of your elective subject. But practically, I know there's something in you that when you bring out, the world is going to see you in a different way. The basis of education counts in country development. The way we do our things, the way we have structured the education system, we only concentrate on acquiring the certificate, but we don't think of what we can use our hand to do to support the country. Practical ideas, innovation, science and technology is a massive part, or is a massive section of increasing a country's wealth, developing a country or taking a country to the next level. That is what we call growth. Technology advancement is part of our education system in Ghana, but it's like only 4% is being used. You may only find them in the urban areas because we don't have a system, we don't have a working system, we don't have a working education system. Nothing is working. In South Africa, before you can go to school, you need to have an ID code that will enable you to enroll in school. So they keep backup records on each and every student, tracing the talent and the fields that they are good. When you talk of manufacturing, manufacturing is a way of using raw products or turning raw product or primary product to secondary or tertiary products. You are manufacturing, you are using raw materials to create other things. Turning raw material goods to usable goods. That is what we call manufacturing. And these manufacturing companies who produces items or goods in a country are grouped. They have association that they operate, like they link up to. Ghana, we have it. We have industrial associations in Ghana. But I don't know their meetings, what they discuss about. The president and ministers, civilians and non-civilians, people who are intelligent in terms of manufacturing have tended to do other things. But it's not their fault. I don't blame anyone. I blame the way we structured our education system. Ghana is not a small country. Ghana is, let me say, a country which is peaceful country. It's a peaceful country. And anything that we establish can be sustained for years. There are countries that has civil wars, and civil war has also caused some kind of distractions and land degradation and other factors that I cannot mention them. A new build, it can be destroyed the next year. But they are trying, they are forcing to do something. Industrialization is not one man's job. Industrialization it includes group of people. When we start to manufacture or turn our raw products or agriculture or whatever products to secondary and tertiary products, the economy will grow. There are factories in Ghana, but they are not working. They are not operating. Those factories has been collapsed. They are no more existing, but their structures are there. There's nobody going to maintain them or going to revive them or going to restructure them or establish them again. As we heard that it has been collapsed, that's all. There's nobody going to do anything about it. And you are expecting somebody to pay school fees, get a certificate, and come and sit at home. What are we doing as a country? What is the essence of our studies? What is the essence of paying school fees or investing in education? You cannot chew your certificate. You cannot do anything with it. You want to school and get a work, survive as a person. That's why you school. But there's no place for you to go and work. There's no industry. There's no factory operating. And those factories operating in Ghana, they are people from different countries. Many of them are foreigners. There are no measures in place that number of citizens of Ghana must be employed or this number of people. They bring their people from countries to come and work in Ghana. That is negative. What are we going to manufacture? Are we going to remanufacture our certificates? Are we going to remanufacture our books? Are we going to restructure theories that we learn? It's not a good idea. And I suggest that we put technical based education in place and build things from scratch, from rural areas, from villages. We start doing something with what we have, the raw material that we have.